What's good, y'all? Kenny Ken back with another one again. And I finally got around to recording this commentary because there's a lot of things that's on my mind. And it's a couple things I want to get off my chest and put my opinion out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some of this stuff might be regurgitated from my last video, but it's a topic I want to touch on beforehand before we get into that. So, ride with your boy. I know this is a little longer of a video. 11 minutes really ain't my thing, and I don't really like to jibber jabber for 11 minutes. I might chop some of it out, but what have you, you know what I'm saying? I really don't play on Invasion either, but I realized that you can spawn trap like crazy on this map. But that's besides the point. Let's just get into the video, sit back and enjoy. So the first things I want to touch on is, now that we are starting to get teasers for Black Ops 6, I think that's what it's getting called, Black Ops 6, I think it's time that we break the cycle. Now, everybody are already doing a little mouth open thumbnail videos, getting hype and all this with the rumors and teasers and leaks and stuff like that. But I think, honestly, this is the point where we should break the cycle. Every year, Call of Duty releases a game, and it does not reach our expectations at all on launch. Now, I'm not saying that when the game comes along after a couple seasons that it doesn't get its act together, but we seem to forget that Vanguard exists, Cold War exists, hell, even Modern Warfare 2019 exists, Modern Warfare 2 2022 exists, even this game right here, Modern Warfare 3, exists. And every year before that the said game comes out, we got hype. We got hype because it was this, or this was coming back, or that was coming back. Now, I get it. Treyarch is one of the least devs to disappoint. I mean, they haven't really disappointed us. I get it. Some people don't like Cold War, but as it stands, Cold War is still the better game that has been released in the last couple years of Call of Duty in the first place. So Cold War still the GOAT, even though they had to go through what they had to go through with Treyarch having to take over and COVID and what have you. Cold War still came out as a better game, to be honest. Now, with that being said, we need to not let the fact that Treyarch is making the next game get in the way of, you know what I'm saying, us breaking the cycle. And what I mean by breaking the cycle is, we can't sit here and get hype and put our expectations so high and be so ready for the next COD and what have you. Now, I'm not saying we can't move on from this COD, because we can. But I'm saying, don't put your expectations so high. Yeah, Microsoft gonna be in control of this COD. Yeah, Bobby is gone. Yeah, it's Treyarch. Yeah, it's Black Ops. I get it. But we still need to keep a level head on why we should break this cycle. We shouldn't be getting hype because the next COD is coming out, because we do that every year and we get let down. Let's keep our expectations low and see what happens. Let them present to us what they feel like is something we want, because we just gonna keep accepting anything, like we accepted Modern Warfare 3 being a DLC and then turning around and adding a bunch of rehashed content to it again. Like, we have to stop letting these devs get away with the bullshit that they've been doing. And until then, we just gonna keep getting nonsense. There was no reason for Modern Warfare 3 to launch with all Modern Warfare 2 original maps. It shouldn't have done that. Now, I get it. It was supposed to have been an add-on to Modern Warfare 2. But once it became a full game, they should have started switching shit out. They should have started switching whatever Season 1 content was. They should have switched it out and gave us some original stuff. We shouldn't have had to wait so long to get original content to this game. Right? So, with that being said, if we just sit back and be like, okay, typical COD game, but what new can you bring us? What new do you have to put on the table for us? Then they have to actually do work. Because if we sit back and be like, yeah, they're coming out with a new COD and it's the same typical shit, we know Nuketown is going to come back. We know Firing Range is going to come back. But can we get some different shit, Treyarch? Can we get Grid? Can we get Apocalypse from Black Ops Cold War again? Can we get some decent maps? We just need to... We can't sit here and accept what they handed to us because that's what they handed to us. We are the consumers. We play the game more than the devs do. I have a screenshot of me getting into a lobby with a Raven Software dev. Season 3, My man's is level 74. He's level 74. Let that sink in with. That shows you that these devs don't play the game. I mean, we know the devs don't play the game, but that just shows you hard evidence that the dev does not play the game. They might level up and get past 55 and call it a night, you know what I'm saying? But they don't do anything else. They don't play the game. They don't experience what we experience. So we need to break that cycle of a new COD coming out, being hyped, then getting let down. We just need to sit back and be like, all right, what you got to show us? That's it. Now, I'm a segue from COD disappointing us all the time and segue into another game, which is XDefiant. And people be like, well, XDefiant isn't like COD, so it's gonna suck. XDefiant's gonna suck because it's not like Call of Duty as a first-person shooter. It looks like it's made in 2015. It's behind. The graphics suck. There's no kill streaks. If you need those kind of elements to make an FPS game for you, stick to Call of Duty. Until you can play different FPS games and understand the elements that they bring, you're not a real FPS player. Just because you put Call of Duty as the pinnacle of FPS games for you doesn't define that for everyone else. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you, but my guy, like, it ain't it. So, with that being said, let XDefiant live. XDefiant will be fine. It's a free-to-play game. Yeah, it's going to have egregious microtransactions in it, but it's free to play. Y'all don't say that about Fortnite. So let XDefiant be. It's free to play. You ain't got to pay nothing. When you get tired of Call of Duty and this skill-based matchmaking, you can jump over to XDefiant. Now, the fields are going to be different, but that's just how it is. All games don't feel the same. You don't boot up Battlefield and expect it to feel like Call of Duty. You don't boot up Call of Duty and expect it to feel like Battlefield. Let these games be their own game. We do not need a Call of Duty remake, reskin. We don't need none of that, man. We just need another FPS game that we can alternatively play when we are tired of another FPS game. You don't like Battlefield? Play Call of Duty. You don't like Battlefield and Call of Duty? Play XDefiant. You don't like XDefiant, Call of Duty, and Battlefield? Play the finals. You don't like Battlefield, Call of Duty, XDefiant, and the finals? Play Rainbow Six Siege. It's options out there, but y'all are so narrow-minded and tunnel-visioned on Call of Duty that y'all think that every game should be like Call of Duty when it shouldn't. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be to succeed. Yeah, score streaks are cool. Yeah, perks are cool. I get it. You want those elements in another game that's fun to play. But right now, every other game doesn't see the purpose to have kill streaks. It's all about gun skill these days. I get it. People want to be like, I'm going to drop the highest streak on everybody, and that's going to be it. GG's. I get it. That's the kind of dopamine you want. But some people prefer to have gun skill, right? Some people love to master weapons. Yeah, mastery camo grind could be cool in XDefiant. I ain't mad at that, but at the same time, I want the game to be fun. I want the gameplay to be fun. I want it to feel fresh every time I play it. When I play Call of Duty, gang, I ain't gonna lie to you. I run around with this shotgun because it's fun, right? This the only fun I get out of playing multiplayer is when I'm playing 10v10 and I'm running around with this shotgun. I don't get the fun out of shooting somebody 6 or 7 times and then the inconsistencies, because leg damage is different than arm damage and different than stomach damage and different than torso damage and different than head damage. If they remove limb damage from this game and all the multipliers were exactly the same except head damage, I'll be perfectly fine. Oh, and I forgot, neck damage is a thing. But since that's a thing, it's a lot of inconsistencies with this game. But, like I said, XDefiant will be fine. I'm hoping when it comes out, people play it, they enjoy it, and it has a healthy player base. Now, I hope it doesn't pull up the finals and just die off and then just say fuck it and don't try to upgrade they game at all or try and appease more people. But XDefiant will be fine. If it's not for you, just say it's not for you. You don't have to say it ain't shit like Call of Duty, so I'm not playing it. That's a stupid analogy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's stupid. To say that a game is not good because it's not like another game is crazy. But y'all hate when Call of Duty copies other games. The contradictions are insane. But like I said, man, I'm hoping X Defiant is fun, and we need to break this Call of Duty cycle of being overhyped because we got a couple teasers and we gonna get a trailer and shit like that in the reveal. We need to stop being overhyped. We just need to sit back, relax, and let them present to us their best foot. Because if you don't put your best foot forward, the first impression is always the impression that lasts the longest. And if they don't impress niggas the first go around, then they cooked. And it's crazy because I talked for 11 minutes straight. No pauses. This is all one take. Ain't that crazy? But like I said, man, I'm hoping that X Defiant does well. And I'm hoping the next Call of Duty does well. But we just need to break that cycle of being overhyped. But it's been Kenny Ken, man. And I'm out again. Peace.